Alright guys, this is going to be the last video of the, self-portrait, I think. First of all, I want to say I'm sorry about the, going over on the two videos in this series where they were more than 8 minutes and 12 seconds. I'm really sorry about that. That second one, I just got into the drawing and, wow, I didn't look at the clock. So I went in here and I did some more work building up this value in here. I'm not done. There's some things we could do in there. I'm thinking about spraying it again. It's now nighttime, so the light is totally changed in here, which throws me for the shadows. So if I go back into it, I want to go, okay, I can work with what I have. I can be more expressive with how I use value and shadows and whatnot. I'm feeling pretty good, you know. I don't look at myself, to tell you the truth, a lot in the mirror, so I'm not sure what I look like. This is the only time I ever really look hard at myself. There's the ear thing that we're talking about, the measurements there. When I look at this, you know, the ear's up in here, down in here. It's a little high, but once again, like from here to here, it's going to change where it goes across. So I always think about straight across, straight up and down, like that, as opposed to trying not to think about diagonals, though a triangular shape from here to here to here, down in there, that could help when I see that shape up in there. What else about this bad boy? Eyes, I think, are problematic. I got the, you know, my eye from out in here slopes down. I have it kind of going across. Over here, it's kind of straight across. This one's to slope down more. I think, look at the distance from my nostril to my bottom of my eyeglasses. That grew, so that tells me this might be a little long in here, and I see it here. Now, the only way to really check is to go like, okay, the top of the eyeglass wants to actually be down here a little bit more, and then the bottom wants to be down in here, which is going to shorten that length there, but I don't know if it's going to shorten it enough, all right? So the point what I'm talking about here is something that I try to get my drawing 2 students to do, and I think the painting 1 students and the painting 2 students should also try to do it more frequently than we do in class, which is when you get done a drawing or you get to a spot in your drawing, you want to be checking your relationships. So now let's say this, you're checking them throughout the drawing. But now let's say this, you get to the end and you look at it and go good or bad, you haven't really done the work you need to do to check your relationships. I used to do this for a whopping semester and a half at Portland School of Art way back in 84, 83. When I got done a figure drawing, I'd hear Glenn Rennell, our instructor, say, 1 minute. I would stop, I'd put my drawings in front of me, and I'd look at because I was doing more than one drawing per pose, I'd look at the model, and then I'd look at my drawings, and I'd go on, off, on, off. And the only thing I would say to myself is, you want to get closer in the next drawing, Chuck. So I did that for like a semester and a half with Glenn Rennell. Nobody knew it. I didn't. I just was doing it myself, right? And I was trying, I believe this is what I was trying to do. Balance the equation of structure and freedom. There's a structure there in the relationships, right? I nail the relationships, then I get a likeness of me. There's the freedom part. Do I want to try to describe all this so it's a photograph? No, I got this charcoal, it does something different. If I want a photograph, I'm going to take a photograph, right? Right? For both drawing and painting students. So, the structure of satisfying the equation of structure and freedom, incredibly important here, guys. I would not want you to be super tight throughout the whole process, right? And then get frustrated. You want to have fun in there. You want to move around, okay? So I'm going to call this done. I went through and looked at relationships. I feel like my neck I feel like my neck's pretty okay for where I am, right? There's interesting areas. I'm wondering if I'm too narrow through here. I think I'm pretty close. Over here is a big wide open plane. I feel I'm close in there. The hat, I feel like I'm close in. You know, I could push it value-wise and texture-wise. All right? So anyway, there's 5 videos for this. Watch these. Think about relationships when you're painting. right? And you're working off a photograph, you still want to come close in there. And then for the painters, thin to thick, light to dark. For the drawers, light, 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 light. Don't go in there commit. Don't be afraid to erase and remove things around. If you go in there with a 6B charcoal pencil, it's going to be harder to erase because it's greasier, right? Go in there with a 2B if you're going to start with a pencil and stay off that point as much as possible. Make it more about gesture drawing, okay? Like you're trying to get the gesture of the eyes, all right? The gesture of the upper lip, the lower lip. All right, guys? That's about it. We'll see if I decide to go back into that anymore, and we'll see you on Tuesday morning. Bye.